Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Liz and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we built this contraption which allows us to automate the production of terrasteel. It's actually really simplistic, but it was a pretty major thing to do. And yeah, it's pretty important to me because I don't want to sit here and manually make terrasteel. I want to be able to automatically make it and all that fun stuff. And I forgot to turn it off, of course. But pretty simple build, all said and done. But yeah, that's what we did last episode. Now I know that I've been talking about going to the next planet, which is getting the tier 3 rocket, and I believe going to Venus is next. That is not going to happen, and I'll tell you guys why. Put it quite simply, we don't have the meteoric iron. That stuff is really annoying to get, and so we're going to just kind of forget about it for right now. We're going to do something else instead. And by the way, I went ahead and I got the blaze seeds done. Those finished up. We have a bunch of those. We're going to take some of this essence right away, and we're going to use it to make some blaze powder. So I believe something like that will give us, okay, so it's like that, will give us blaze rods, and then we can sag mill them, pulverize them, whatever. And we are going to be heading to my favorite place, the Aether, or the Erebus, not the Aether. The Aether is okay. I don't mind the Aether. That is a pretty nice place, but I guess we already had a whole bunch of blaze powder. Never mind. Oh well. It happens. Anyways, we are going to be using this blaze powder because we need to make some magma cream. And I don't believe we have any. We don't. So that's the next thing. And then I think we also need, let's just make a stack of it. Do we need jade as well? We'll take a stack of this. And here's the terrible part of all of this stuff. So we need to go to the Erebus, and I hate that place. I really do. Dying would be the absolute worst thing to happen. So hopefully we don't die. We're going to try our best, but we are going to be trying to complete the Antlion Overlord quest. That's the only one that I really care about right now. We are going to need jade, exoskeleton plates, magma cream, and string. So the exoskeleton plates will get in the actual place. And yeah, we're gonna want to have decent weapons, which we do, and we're gonna want to kill this guy pretty quickly. So let's throw on our actually we'll keep our magnet off right now, and let's head into the Erebus. Now I hate the Erebus. It's a terrible place. And we need to find a very specific biome. So let's just go in one direction. We need to find sand and like lava is the thing that we need more than anything. That is a thing. We can find crush rooms in here, which is something we do need to kill eventually, but it's not something I necessarily want to do right now. The reason being is the more things we kill, the harder everything else is going to be. That is a giant bee. Alright, let's just try to head in this general direction. Now, I want to really quickly make sure. Just fly up here. We do have a waypoint, right? Yes, and it is on. Yeah, it's over there. Okay. That's important. I don't want to get lost in here. I hate this place. So yeah, there is a crush room around here somewhere. They're somewhat difficult to spot. sometimes. We'll need to kill one of those guys eventually. Might be above us, actually. I don't see it. Crush rooms do typically kind of blend in. I don't think it can be any higher up. Might be in this tree? No. Oh well. Doesn't matter. We're not going to fight him at this point just because, like I said, it would make all the normal mobs a lot more difficult to deal with. And that's not something I want. So let's just try to fly through here without encountering too much of anything. I hate the creepy crawlies. They're just they're too realistic. I've said this before and I'll say it again. They're too realistic. I hate them because of that. This is a really cool idea for a mod. It's almost done too well, and it's jarring. Okay, so this looks good. This is sort of what we need to find. So we are looking for a very nasty biome. It's not the outback. Can we open up our quest book and take a look for a second? Let's see, pyramid. Doesn't say where it's at. I know what the biome looks like. I don't remember what the biome's called. So let's just continue going in this general direction. And we'll see what we can find. So the reason why we are going to be just kind of moving on from Galacticraft, even though that is the main thing I'd rather do, we need to deal with getting the meteoric iron. And one of the easiest ways to do that is with the it's the Skystone dust. However, Skystone dust isn't that common of a sifting drop, so we need to do something to get it a little bit faster. And that's exactly what we're doing. So by completing this quest line, I guess just this quest, we will have access to the mining dimension, and with that we can go ahead and work on getting more Skystone, because meteors should spawn in that dimension freely. So that's the idea. Hopefully it works out well. Otherwise, I really don't know what the best way to get meteoric iron is going to be. That is a spawner, by the way. It's a dragonfly, I believe. Let's let it load for a second. And that helped very, very slightly. The submerged swamp is really large. And there's just so much stuff. There are dungeons in this. There seems to be only like a couple of different mobs that like to spawn, but it's still pretty nasty. Anyways, this keeps going on too much longer. We might go ahead and I kind of want to look and see. Alright, so we've gone quite a ways away, and we still haven't found the biome. There's some more dragonflies, big lily pads, which is kind of cool. Like I've said, this mod is a really cool idea. It's just the execution. It's good execution, don't get me wrong. It's just almost too good. Creepy is probably not the best way to make people want to play your mod. Also, this is mold on Umberstone. We want to get through here pretty quickly. Or not. The less damage I take getting to this place, the better. But yeah, so I think I'm going to have to go explore for a bit. And hopefully I'll be able to find the biome and the pyramid as well. Which both of those are not the easiest of tasks. So I am probably going to just head this general direction and see what I can find. And I will come back once I find something. So be right back. Alright, so I did a little bit of exploring. It didn't take too long. I kind of started circling back towards the portal, so we're not that far away from the portal. And this is the biome. So we have the savanna and the ulterior outback, which I was seeing some mobs that looked really interesting. Really big bees. Those are also camouflage block. Those are block mimics. Those guys will actually attack. Yeah, they're bugs. They mimic whatever they're on. And then there was also, I saw some things I don't see anymore right now. Also, the sky is gonna be like really messed up right in here just because of the biome change. But I noticed a bunch of like really large blocks of stone, which is weird. Stone doesn't actually spawn in here naturally. That's the big mob I was talking about, the bee. I don't know what that is, but it just disappeared. It just despawned. But yeah, so there was these like really big orbs of stone, and I don't know what was up with them, but I opened up one and it looked like it had oil sands in it. So don't know what's the deal with it, but looked interesting nonetheless. So in this area somewhere there should be like a pyramid. Now you have fire ants. What are those? Scorched wood. Okay, so we are actually really close to a pyramid. That is one of the 4 bosses that we need to fight before we can fight the last one. Also, there's these like lava creepers. Are fire ants shooting fire at me? So in this area, we have a golem. There's a pyramid. Alright, so we found the pyramid. And now in order to get the things we need to go through said pyramid. Now we have treasure. I'm getting hit through a wall. That's fun. So these blocks are interesting. Also spawners. So just to kind of show you this nice tiles, because I believe that's how you pronounce that stone. You can break them, sure, but don't. They become lava. They drop lava when they're broken. We also have these eye crawlers. And they make really weird noises. Kind of like screaming. It's really kind of creepy. But we just break all the stuff we can. We're going to get the magma crawler eyes. I don't think we need those. Also, lighting error. We're close to one of the golems, it would seem. And the thing about the golems is there's 4 of them. Yep, right there's one. And they spawn in each of the corners. So we have the iron scarab. So now we have this corner taken care of. And what we could do is we could just dig that way. Because that is all. That's all we need to do is go to the 4 corners of this maze. Now, we're close to another one, it seems. That is interesting. Ow. There's also some loot stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so much lag here. Block of bones will give you loot. There's some other enemies that we haven't seen yet, which is interesting. Hey, Antlions. So that's the thing we haven't seen yet. Not a big deal. Ow, what is hitting me? What is hitting me? Ow. Okay, now I see you. This is really weird. But those are antlions. They like to trap you with fake sand. Anyways, you can kind of see in this corner. I almost want to just... Ow. This... I don't know... Don't know what's going on there, but... You can kind of just dig if you want as well. We have a really good pick. One that does not ever break. And so we could just come over here until we get close to here. And there's presumably the corner. So what we can do is just open up something like this, break that, block it with lava, do it again, and there's actually an eye crawler, magma crawler spawner right there. And I've never actually seen them attack. I always kill them faster than that, so there we go. There is 2. And antlions. You also get some ghost sand, which is the antlions like specialty block type thing. Here's some more stuff. Ow. Our sword isn't very good. I'm learning that. But our bow is incredibly powerful, so that's what we're going to use to kill most of this stuff. Let's just try our hardest to keep going in this general direction. And hopefully we have everything we need so that we can at least fight the boss. Alright, let's break that. Now you should not have to do this, but at the same time, you can do whatever you want. It's just there are consequences for going through the maze like this. That's a big bug. And the main consequence is the fact that you have to deal with all the lava. So can we go through this a little bit more? And hopefully we'll find the last 2 golems pretty quickly. In fact, there is one right there. And we have too many things. But it doesn't really matter too much. Let's go ahead and open up our bag. We'll put the things we don't need in here. We have the exoskeleton plates, so that's good. So we just have one more guy to get. And then we should be able to go ahead and take on the the boss and all that fun stuff. So there's a chest with some stuff. Don't know that we need any of that stuff ever, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Here's a spawner. There's another spawner right here. Most of the enemies in this little dungeon is the magma crawlers and the antlions. Alright, let's break that, and that. Nice and easy. Magma crawler. They don't seem to care about light levels. I thought that was a spawner. Alright, and we should be getting close-ish to the last guy. Alright, let's just destroy that. Get hit once, that's fine. Our armor is doing just fine, so don't really care. Looks like the guy is literally right there. Oh, he's trying to break the block. That's interesting. So we have the mud scarab idol. So now we just have to get out of here and head back to the center. Some bones. The other thing that makes this area like difficult is the fact that there is also the terrain itself is usually pretty bad, so you have lava above you as well as the little pits. But we're back in the center. So this is the part where, ow, I get hit by ghost things. Ow. I don't... Okay, this is really weird. Because I don't see what's killing me. That's annoying. Alright, so we have the idols. We put them in here. Gold goes in gold, jade and jade, iron and iron. And then we get struck by lightning. And then this is the kind of tutorial portion. This teaches you how to do this part. So you put the jade in here, opens up the center, and then you get teleported. And now these are force fields you can't go through. But that's okay. We don't really care. We need the exoskeleton plates, and we need 8 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this teleports us over here. Now that teleporter will take us back to the start. Don't need to use that unless we mess up or something. So next is magma creams, which we got plenty of. Didn't really need to make them. It's whatever. And now we need magma crawler eyes, which we have luckily enough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then once we do this last one, we have to fight. So here's hoping everything goes well. It should not be too much of a problem. We can fly, we can, yeah, breaks all that, and it generates the Antlion Overlord. Let's go ahead and take the fire resist potion that it gives us. We're gonna throw this stuff in here. I'm gonna take the miniature hearts as well, because I can always eat those for health. And we're just gonna use our crossbow. And we can't. So we need to just attack him. He hurts. And we can't use... We can't use our... Ow. He's gonna throw sand at us. We can't use our crossbow, it doesn't seem like. Well, this is a bummer. Ow. Stop that. please. So, oh my gosh. I don't know where his hitbox is. That's the thing. That's the part that's actually getting difficult. I don't know if I'm too high or what. So, how's our armor doing? Our armor is fine. Ow. What to do? Doesn't look like he's regenerating health all that fast, so let's just get away, get away. Pounding the ground. Okay, we'll eat the heart. And we'll just go in and do a bunch of damage. And then kind of retreat. Replenish our health. And then get him to stop chasing me more than anything. But he's halfway dead. This is a little bit dangerous, more dangerous of a fight than I remember, because every time I fought this guy, I was really overpowered. Our sword could be a lot better. So we just kind of keep our distance until we're ready to strike. And that didn't work. And I accidentally hit Q. That's funny. Alright. So I think if we just circle around him and do something like that. He is actually pounding the ground, which is what actual antlions do. Antlions are an actual creature. They are a desert-dwelling bug that kills ants mostly. It eats ants. Cool. So that's that. We just defeated the antlion. And it's really cool because they dig little pits, and they smack at sand to get you to get the ant to fall into the actual like pit that it creates. But that is that for the antlion. So let's get somewhere relatively safe, like right in here, and we're going to go ahead and look at our quest book. So we killed him. That is important. Now we need to get back to the portal. It's not that far of a trek. Try to say trip and trek. They are very similar words, but they aren't quite the same. So we just need to get back to the portal and get out of here. Now, unfortunately, I did not see in my explorations any sort of what are they? I didn't see any sort of the broodmothers, the tarantula broodmother layers, which tend to be in these outbacks and savannas. I think, but I didn't see any, which is unfortunate, but that's kind of whatever. We'll find one later when we're a little bit more overpowered and we don't have to worry about lag. Alright, sorry about that. It just crashed on me. I don't know why. It just did. But I started making my way back, and then I noticed that we have some of these stone spheres again, and I figured I'd bring you guys back in real quick and just show you what these were. So if you open them up, they have oil source, and I think they all have that. So I don't know what's the deal with that, but it is a thing. Also, we have another one of the biomes over here that is the what was this biome even called? It's subterranean volcanic desert. So we have another volcanic desert here, which is probably where another pyramid is, hopefully. That'd be kind of nice. I don't know if we're going to need to kill 2 antlions or not. By the way, those trees right there are boa trees, or baboa, or something like that. Let's go look at it real quick. These are the trees you want to find. Baobab. Baobab? I don't know. Those are the types of trees that you want to find. The broodmother, the tarantula broodmother, is in a giant one of those. Now, I haven't seen any still, but yeah, this is another volcanic desert. Okay. Let's just kind of go this way. Unfortunately, it is going to be a little bit laggy, rendering and all that fun stuff, just because of the nature of generating new chunks while recording is not necessarily a good thing. Yeah, there's probably a pyramid in here that's much closer than the one we went to, but who cares? It's whatever. We're not that much farther away. But yeah, so I was saying how we're going to be waiting on killing any of the other bosses in this area until we absolutely need to, or at least until we get more powerful. I'd like to finish up most of the stuff in space and not have to worry about dealing with normal mobs before we really do too much of that. Because the normal mobs are going to get very deadly as we kill more bosses, and yeah, that's not something I really want to deal with. How do we get around there? I guess let's... This is the hard part, and that's gonna hurt if we get hit. This is the hard part about navigating this area. I believe the terrain generation is very similar, if not exactly similar to... That's a mini dungeon as well, by the way. I believe the terrain generation is very similar to... the Nether, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, there was a volcanic desert really close to our portal. I'm kind of upset I missed that. I don't know if there's a pyramid here or not, but didn't mark anything, so I don't know. Anyways, we are, yeah, it's literally right there, and we just kind of avoided it. Wow. That's impressive. We just went south instead of over there. But I don't know that there is a pyramid. I didn't notice one or anything like that. But anyways, we're back to our portal. Now, or we're close enough to the portal. Now, there is a little bit more I want to do in this episode, just so that I can start working on getting plenty of Skystone, so that we can head to the next planet, hopefully the next episode. We'll see. There's some other things we can start working on now as well, but definitely finishing up Galacticraft, at least to the point where we can make a simple applied energistic system, is what I want. So let's head home, and yeah, so let's head home and we're gonna start working on this other stuff. So first of all, let's go ahead and turn off the item dislocator. We're going to throw, what do we get? Grape, blackberry, and bell pepper seeds. We're going to keep most of the stuff on us for right now. And let's take a look at it. So the Antlion egg doesn't have too many uses, I don't believe. Doesn't have any uses. You can't make it either. Don't know exactly what it's for. The Quake Hammer is a weapon that does like the, it makes quakes. It's like the earthquake style of attack that the Antlion itself was doing. Really cool, probably not going to be something we're going to use. But the Soul Crystal is something that is incredibly important. So the Soul Crystal is used to make two things. We're actually going to need 3 Soul Crystals in total for this map. The first thing is the Philosopher's Stone, which let's see how bad this is and how close we are to making it. Advanced PCBs are not terrible. Gravitite thorium rods requires thorium dust, lead. Yeah, that's doable. Spirit binders require nether stars and Gaia spirits. Those are not fun. And demon steel of the 8th magnitude requires Temperio essence. That is not fun. Orange plastic we can currently make. Dark steel we can currently make. Molecular assemblers are pretty bad. Ugh. Yeah, so most of this is doable, but not all of it. And then the other thing we can make with this is the wand of animation, which is amazing. The thing is, it's gonna be a while. We need infinity ingots, we need infinity catalysts, 2 soul crystals, 11th magnitude demon steel, and some singularities. Infinity catalysts are nasty, as well as the singularities are actually pretty easy because we need them for this guy. And then the infinity ingots require a bunch of infinity catalysts and other things. So yeah, that's gonna be a while. But that is incredibly powerful, and you guys will see why later. So we're gonna store the soul crystal for now. Let's go ahead and get our quest book, and we'll take a look at this. So unclaimed rewards, we need Theta. So we defeated the Antlion, pretty easy, and we're gonna get a full heart, giant chance cube, and a reward bag. We got an epic reward bag. Come on, jeweled apples. It's not bad, not great, but not bad. We'll go ahead and consume the full life, and we have the mining multi-tool. So this guy is really important. We need to use him with stone bricks, and we need 14 stone bricks. So let's just get some stone, and we'll throw those back in there, and then we can just use the mining multi-tool with that. And this is almost used up, so we're gonna make this count. We're gonna put this down here, and I think we're gonna put it over in here. Now is that going to, that's gonna be above, so maybe we'll make that a little smaller. I don't know. Let's grab some quartz. I need to actually be clicking, and we'll turn our magnet on, and we're gonna head to the mining dimension. So I don't know if there's a quest for this or not, but it is definitely something we're gonna want to do. Might be an alpha if there's anything. I don't think there is. So let's just do this, and we're gonna get a bunch of quartz and all that. So one other thing that we're gonna need to make is we need a compass. We need this guy, the sky compass, which requires charged Sturgis quartz and some iron. Pretty easy. We might already have some. So kind of the plan with this is I should really get a vacuum hopper or something for this kind of stuff, but I don't think it matters too much. This is just going to take a second. So the idea is we're going to use the what is it? The meteorite compass. We're going to use that to find Skystone. And when we find Skystone, we can use said Skystone to make more Skystone dust, which we can then crunch up and all that kind of fun stuff. So what is being blocked by Project E? We still need one more quest somewhere else. If I had to guess, maybe one of these? I don't know. We need to get into applied logistics though before we can really do anything with Project E. And we need to do just a lot of stuff. We got a lot of work left to do. And the main thing that is kind of slowing us down is the what am I struggling to say? Is Galacticraft. So we only have a couple more dungeons to do, but once we get them done, we'll be able to kind of go on our way. Alright, if we step away from that for a second, is it still gonna... Yes. Cool. So let's grab a wand building. And F7, I think, was off. Yes, it was. So let's just extend this to about here. Let's light this stuff up. And I guess right here is where the edge is going to be anyway, so let's just vein mine all that. And that's good enough. Because I think what we're going to do, put torches like so. And we're going to go ahead and put the portal here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. And it needs to be up. One more. It is basically just another portal. We'll put some torches on it to make it look nicer. And then we can light it with the mining multi-tool. And yeah, that's pretty much it with that. So the mining multi-tool is the main thing we needed. So there is no recipe for it. If we want another one, we have to complete the Antlion quest again. So recipe, just do that twice, get the rest of the elven quartz, and I will kind of continue building later with that. There's one more thing we need to do before we can head off. Well, technically two things. So let's go ahead and put that away. Let's get all this stuff. Except for the loot bags. We'll put the loot bags in the system where they belong. I wish I could like just shift click. We need to turn our magnet off. And we're going to go through that portal to the mining dimension. Now, what's the mining dimension? Well, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It is a dimension that is solely based on mining. And kind of to go with that, you can get pretty much all the ores from there. That's how we're going to get Certus quartz. And we have meteorite compasses. Cool. So I don't have to worry about that. And then the last thing we need is in here, I believe. Do we have a dev null? No. So we need an apple and a piece of stone, I believe. Or is it cobblestone? Cobblestone. And we're going to do a dev null for cobblestone, because we're going to get a lot of it here soon. So let's go through the portal. Everything looks fine. And I can show off what I'm going to be doing between episodes. So welcome to the mining dimension. The mining dimension is always day. Is full of ores, and is a really, really nice place to do a lot of things. So what we're going to do, first of all, there is a meteor right in this chunk. So what I can do is just dig down a little bit. I have silk touch. I forgot I have a silk touch pick, which is good, but we can do that. Also, there's structures here. We'll get to that stuff later. And hey, look, a meteorite. Would help if I had my magnet turned on. And we can grab the logic stuff. There is a king slime somewhere. I don't really want to kill him. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do, is I'm going to mine for ores. Because that's the other thing we can do. We can just vein mine straight down. There's another meteorite. We can also get charged Certus quartz as well as normal Certus quartz. And yeah, plenty of stuff. And here's the kicker. We don't really have to worry about much else. So this is a great way to get just a ton of Skystone. And that's what we're going to do. So that much Skystone should make more than enough meteoric iron for now. We also have all the presses that we can get and all that fun stuff. Now the only thing is, mobs still will spawn here. We can get Sturgis Quartz ore, for example, and the charge stuff if it's around here. Natural ore generation works in this area, so we can just kind of do what we normally want to do. Plenty of ores, plenty of all that fun stuff. So that's kind of the plan. That's kind of the idea. There's the king slime. Let's go look at this area real quick. Passive mobs also all spawn here, so that's really cool. As well as more meteorites, and chance cubes will spawn naturally here as well. So let's break yet another one of these guys. Take more Skystone, and we have calculation press. So I'll need to find a handful of these regardless, just to get all the presses. But the main reason I want them now is for the Skystone, which we can then grind up and make what we need. So let's get the treasure out of here, and then we will head home. I will do all of my work and go from there. So this is an arrow trap, has an iron sword in it. These are wizard towers. They are nasty little things. Moss stone. Most of this is actual stuff, but you can see there's arrow traps, there's invisible blocks. Display pedestal has nothing in it. There is another arrow trap with an arrow. Invisible blocks. Ow, we got hit by an arrow trap. There are chests. There also tends to be ooh, portal gun. Don't really need any of that stuff though. There also tends to be fake floors and all sorts of nasty stuff. Dimlets. Don't care. So that's just something to point out. There's another one there. I don't think it has anything. We also have slime islands, which we have in the other dimension as well, and all the ores we could ever want, which is the main thing. So I wonder if this one has any fake. So you can see, ooh, just picked up a bunch of stuff, and it looked like mostly weird stuff. Anyways, there's a door. Now, some of these, like I said, will have fake floors, and they'll actually have stuff underneath the floors. Enchanting table with, is that a mistcraft? No, artifacts. I don't know what the lunar calendar is. Can I make those? Oh, you can. Does it have any usage? Nope. Alright, well I don't really care about it, so we're just going to put it back. But as you can see, these things have, ow, plenty of stuff. A lot of traps and all that kind of fun stuff. But let's just try to get out of here. And yeah, so I am going to spend some time between episodes getting the rest of the meteoric iron that we need, and next time hopefully we'll be ready to go to the next planet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!